Boom. What's going on, y'all? Y'all saw the thumbnail. You know what it is. Welcome to Just Geeking Out. And today we're going to ask the question, was this Daredevil Mafex figure worth it? I got it on Amazon a little while ago, but after the original drop happened, spent probably 112, 15 bucks on it. And now that the dust has settled, now that the hype has died down a bit, and now that CT Toys has done or is doing a bootleg version of this, was this worth it? Should I have waited for the bootleg? Maybe just stick with the Marvel Legends? Let's take a look. First, I love the way it was sent. It was sent in a box, of course, but they also put this protective case over it just in case, you want to collect the box, which I'm very happy they did that. Right here, things for your purchase. Just letting you know it's a delicate art piece, not a straight up action figure. All right, let me get it out of this protective shell and we'll compare it to some other Mafex boxes. But first, hit that notification bell, like, subscribe, comment. I'll be right back. And here I am. I'm back, and right now I have this steel Mafex box, and as you can see, it's very similar. I do like that they do the whole comic book thing here. I wish it did it on this and the other Superman or DC figures. They did it on the Spider-Man 185. I do have that, but the box is somewhere else. But I would say definitely dope. Whether you collect DC or Marvel, you can put these on the shelf and, even the boxes display well together. So just off of just the packaging, you do feel like, as always with Mafex, you're getting premium packaging, which I would say makes the buyer's experience worth it, And the fact that Amazon sent it in a way where the box is preserved, I would say, as of right now, it is money well spent. How dope is that? You can, if you stack your joints. I mean, I'm not an inbox collector, but I do keep my Mafex boxes, and I would say these are pretty dope to have. I get a bigger spot, I probably would display these boxes. All right, let's get them open. All right, before we go any further, I just want to show you inside the box. You get this really great, just like a comic book page, just kind of, I don't want to say golden age, but that 80s Daredevil, Bronze Age, excuse me, that 80s Daredevil look right here. And it's not a sleeve. You can't pull it out, unfortunately. So yeah, it just behooves you to keep the box. And I would say it's things like that that make it feel very premium, feel very money well spent. Here we have the figure right here. Certificate of authenticity. Not to say this can't be faked, but I think it can't, because you can log into the app. I'm sure there's ways people can bootleg that. I don't believe this is a bootleg. And then you get the figure stand, which I don't usually typically use these for Mafex. I feel like they're not as tall as I want them to be, or maybe I'm not using them right. But if you've seen these before, you've seen them all. I'm not sure how I'm going to pose them. I have a little shelf, and it's a little shelf with kind of my more high-end figures. So he'll go on that shelf, or I'll keep him on my desk. We'll see. Well, he's going to be on my desk for a little while. I like to keep new figures just right in front of me. Just to kind of celebrate them before they get put where they're going to belong. And yeah, you've seen these before. If you collect Mafex, like I said, figure stands gives you different options. Pretty cool. Now, I love the way Mafex packages their figures, man. They do treat them like they're a piece of art, and they are packaged really well, keeping them safe, because they are fragile. Like they're not going to fall apart, or shouldn't, when you take them out. I would say that'd be a sign you have a bootleg. But they are delicate, and the paint could be delicate. Okay, so first up, let's just take a look at the guy, right? And then we'll look at the accessories. So already feels so good in hand. You might hear my son in the background. He's having a ball right now. I just love how they put all this plastic in the joints because, you know, the paint does rub, and if you play with it, it'll rub over time. But at least you get to start putting your own wear and tear on the figure. Like, it's not going to come with already pre-made wear and tear from the factory or anything like that. But it feels premium, man. Feels good. Doesn't feel like I'm holding, no offense, a Marvel Legends or a figure that should cost 30 or 20 bucks. Like, he feels good. Let me bring him up a bit. So already, man, as you can see, it's red, but like it has this wonderful shading over the red. So it really brings out the detail and what could be just a bland figure. It looks really good. I like how the DDs on his chest and the belt and the gloves, as well as his his holder right here for his batons, are all a different shade of red, while the suit and the mask are like this deeper, kind of dirtier, shadowy red, which I think is pretty great. And the head sculpt is pretty perfect. I'm gonna bring down the light so you can see the details a little more. That's a really great head sculpt. He's sculpted. Listen, I love Daredevil. I don't collect them as much now, but I really love the character. Especially this time period. You know, I'm an 80s baby, so this is the Daredevil I grew up with right here. It's pretty dope. Let's take a look at his accessories. So far as a figure, just static without even posing around. Yeah, it's high end. It's worth the price point so far. Let's see his accessories. Let's start out with the head sculpts. So you get 2 additional head sculpts. You got him yelling right here. Focus, which is a pretty great head. And I love just the detail of, you see his ear in the cowl, sculpted really well. The eyes, a different shade of red. And, a lot of, we see this with the Hasbro, with McFarlane, like the mouth open yelling doesn't always work, but they made it work really well. And just the detail of the wrinkles behind the mask, the back of the neck. Yeah, great head sculpt. And let's check out the other head sculpt. So there's a resting, just neutral face, a yelling face, and then we have this kind of like growling or in pain face. It would be cool if they put blood on this, but you can do that if you customize. But similar deal with this kind of face. Now I tell you, if they gave us a Matt Murdock unmasked head, we would be cooking with grease. They didn't. I wish they did, but you can get people that sell them on like Etsy and stuff, which I might look into. We got fisted hands right here. Actually, not fisted. These would hold your baton. Sorry, the focus is a bit crazy. Oops. And then we have these kind of grabby hands, choke you out. Then we have these kind of just like flying through the sky, free falling, nosedive hands, or martial art hands, little palm to the face, to the chest. Then we have these relaxed hands, all painted really well. Really look like fingers in those gloves. And then we have these kind of opened hands. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hands, including the ones he has on his wrists, which I think is great. And then we get his baton with the rope. I'm sure there's a real name for it. Now, I've seen reviewers, and yeah, I feel like if I uncoil this, it won't coil back. So I'm gonna figure out how I want to pose him before I commit to what this is gonna be. But this is pretty dope. It is a bendy wire. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was plastic. It is a little bendy wire. So yeah, it's never gonna probably look this clean again. So know what you want to do before you straighten it all out. But it's pretty dope. I will say I have seen reviewers talk about how since this is white, the paint will rub off on here, on the white, which kind of sucks, which is kind of definitely a negative. I'm not going to do it because I already seen it happen to other people. So I'll figure out how I want these to be before I commit to like getting red paint all over these bad boys. But this is pretty cool. That's one set. And then you have the one that's like a grappling hook, which is really dope. Bendy wire, very nice. Gonna not unspool that until I commit to what I want it to be. And then we have as you know, just one in each hand, billy club. I'm not going to do it yet because, like I said, paint will rub off on these very white, they're white billy clubs. So I want to figure out how I want to pose before I commit to potentially ruining them. And of course, if his billy clubs are out of his holster, then he needs an empty holster, which they give you, which is a really great touch. So just a lot of options on how you would like to pose him. Also, if you would like to have just one of them out of his hand, one of them out of his holster, you can have one in, which is pretty cool. I think that's pretty nice. And comes off, I assume, really easy, but not so easy. It feels like you can't get them back in. And it's sturdy. It's not coming off unless you want it to. Pretty dope. Let's go back to what he had on. So loving the accessories. So far, I don't really know what else I can ask for. In the comics, like he did, his batons were white, but sometimes they're also red. So I wouldn't mind if they took liberties. And I like the white because it pops, but yeah, the paint will rub off on them. That's the part that sucks. Let's check out his articulation. You're gonna get just all that. And it's smooth, man. That's the thing with Mafex, is smooth articulation. You know, he's gonna look all the way down. He's gonna look all the way up. Go back. Like, you can just do whatever you want here. I'm actually have to like go on TikTok and see like how different people pose, because some people pose these figures looking like a straight up comic book panel, but you're getting all the articulation you want. And not once am I worried this thing is gonna snap or break. It is so sturdy. Like, it's made well. It's very sturdy and not loose at all. And everything is consistent. Like the paint inside the joint matches the rest of the leg. Man, this is really dope. This is looking really good. I'm really happy. All right. Let's throw a different head on, see how easy that is. Boom. Very easy, still sturdy, not coming off. And like, you know, these are so well balanced. You don't usually need a figure stand unless you're doing something really cool. Dope. Dope. I love it. Let's see how he compares to some other Mafex figures. Because, you know, I told myself I was just going to get one, right? Because I was a big Spider-Man fan and said, yo, this will be the only Spider-Man figure I'll ever need. The best, and I stand on that. Mafex Spider-Man 185 is the best Spider-Man figure I think ever made. 6-inch. So let's see how they look together. Now my Spider-Man needs help standing. And I say they look freaking dope. They look freaking dope. Now, it's interesting because I think it's almost like I see the improvements they made. Between, you know, this one came out a few years ago and it's great, but I think they continue to make small improvements in their figures. And I think these are going to be really fun together. I can't wait for a Spider-Man Brand New Day, hoping for that Charlie Cox Daredevil cameo. I mean, they're both in New York City, right? That's pretty dope. What's also really cool about Mafex is that since they do other comic book lines, you can get a Superman and Daredevil team up. And since they are pretty much made in a similar way, they scale perfectly together. So on my shelf, these guys are in the same universe. On my shelf. And they look like they could be. Made by the same makers. So they're very much in uniform, which is dope. Now, there will be some differences, of course, because these are still made based off of specific comic books. So head sculpts may not look like they fully belong together. And that can be with comics in the DC line. But as far as the body and the scale's concerned, they look really good together. And of course, the one that I'm the most excited about putting them with, the team up. Listen, I haven't read that Daredevil, that Deadpool Batman book yet. But this is definitely I would love to see a team up between these guys in the modern comics right now. They're so similar. I think they would get along great. The Devil of Hell's Kitchen and the Bat of Gotham. They look really good together. Really good. And for funsies, now not all the pegs match, but some do. And we can have some fun with this, you know? Oddly works. So let's get them all standing up together. Let's take a look at the Mafex collection that I have so far, featuring Daredevil. And of course, I will be putting the, his batons in his hands, playing with poses. Let me see if you guys want to see that in a YouTube short. I think that'd be a cool short to just do different poses and different silhouettes and stuff. Now, I would say out of all of these, the Daredevil actually feels the best in hand. Like there's something real sturdy about him, which I like a lot. Spider-Man lost a hand. I think that looks dope. I'm very happy with this collection, and I would definitely say that having Daredevil makes it even better. Gotta add some Marvel into this bad boy, right? And I might just pose them on my desk for a little while, like I said, because I'm gonna show you something. Give me 1 second. I bought this thing because, I have an appreciation for Daredevil, and I think the Daredevil series is, top 5 superhero TV series of all time. So I have this right here. That might be kind of dope. Just kind of have him, maybe like here or something. That's pretty cool. So, the question I posed after the fact, I've had this sitting in a box for a while. Is this figure worth it? And I'm not even the biggest, I'm a Daredevil fan, but I'm not like this diehard Daredevil fan. I'm not Daredevil everywhere, got all the comics. But I would have to say, this figure is absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it. My only thing is, if we got a Matt Murdock unmasked with the thing that can give us that droopy mask look, would have been like A+. But this is definitely a solid A. There's nothing that I can think to dislike about this figure. It is made so well. I think it's made better than the Mafex figures I just showed you. Just like the shoulder joints aren't rolling around in an annoying way. He feels sturdy but loose. And what's great is he's not a reused buck, or at least not of the figures I have. They're all so similar, but they're all separately sculpted, which I think is great, man. So yeah, definitely worth it. If it's in your price point, I would definitely say cop it. If it's not, I understand these are expensive figures, but I will say you are definitely getting what you pay for when it comes to this figure. I'm gonna do another unboxing, hopefully tomorrow, because I grabbed, if you can see, the CT Toys Batman figure. And this is gonna let me know, did you guys just be copping bootlegs? Ethically, you shouldn't, obviously. I bought this for review purposes. I already have a Hush Batman. But financially, should you be copying the bootlegs? Which will cost right about now, 25, $30 maybe? Maybe less, 24, 20? Or than 90 to 100 bucks? We'll find out in my next video. Stay tuned. But as of right now, this dude is worth it. Thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let me know in the comments, did you cop this figure? Do you like him? Is it a pass? Do you prefer to stick with Marvel Legends? Let me know. With all the accessories you get, the sturdiness of the figure, the sculpt, the paint app, there's nothing in Marvel Legends I feel like could even come close to competing with this figure. So you let me know what your thoughts are. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see you same bat time, hey, Sundays we go live talking just all the geek news, 4 p.m. West Coast time, Pacific time, losing my mind, 7 p.m. Eastern time, and 6 p.m. Central time. So check us out every Sunday. We go live talking geek. Thank y'all so much. See you next time.